Today we are going to talk about a new topic, that is joint stock company. In this video, we would be covering the meaning of joint stock company as well as the features of joint stock company. Before children, we start off with what do we mean by joint stock company. Let us recapitulate what is sole proprietorship and partnership. Children, when we talk about sole proprietorship, a sole proprietorship, children, means a business owned, financed, and controlled by a single person. Whereas, children, when we talked about partnership, partnership is a voluntary association between two or more members or two or more partners who agree to carry on some business jointly and share in its profits and losses. Now, children, why did this joint stock company came into existence? The joint stock company's children came into existence to overcome the limitations of sole proprietorship as well as partnership. In the modern world, children, we all know that it is very difficult to operate the business without huge amount of financial and managerial resources, which also involves a risk factor. Sole proprietorship and partnership, children, proved in this case not very appropriate for large scale operations due to the key factor, that is the unlimited liability and instability in both of them. So, children, there came into existence the joint stock companies. Now, let us know what do we mean by joint stock company. Children, when we talk about a joint stock company, a company is an artificial person created by law having number one, separate legal entity. That is, a company is separate from its members, from its partners, from the people who are operating the business. Secondly is that it is has a perpetual succession, which we have covered, children, in partnership also when we covered the limited liability partnership. Perpetual succession, children, refers to when a business keeps on carrying on its activities, its operation without being hit by the entry or exit of any of the members or partners. So is the case in a joint stock company also. It has a perpetual succession. It simply means that retirement, insolvency, insanity of any of the members of the organization does not affect the working and operations of the company. The third point is that a joint stock company has a common seal. When we talk about a common seal, children, a common seal is referred to being an artificial person. A joint stock company cannot sign any documents. Thus, there came into existence a common seal. Common seal is company's representative. While dealing with the outsiders, children, any document having a common seal and the signature of the officer is binding on the company. That is, a company has a legal stamp through which it enters into contracts with the third parties, that is, with the outsiders. Children, when we talk about a joint stock company is a business organization that is owned jointly by all its shareholders. All the shareholders own a certain amount of stock in the company, which is represented, children, by their shares in that particular company. Children, according to Professor Henne, he says that joint stock company is a voluntary association of persons for profit having the capital divided into some transferable shares, and the ownership of such shares is the condition of membership of the company, which simply means that all the members of the organization who have the ownership, they have the capital being divided among shares and each one of them becomes a member of that company through the shares in that company. So, children, we can also say that a joint stock company is a voluntary association of persons to carry on the business. It is an association, children, of persons who contribute money, which is called as capital. So children, the money which is invested in the joint stock company is termed as capital, which is for some common purpose. These persons are members of the company. The proportion of capital to which each member is entitled is his share. That is, each member has a contribution in the company which is limited to the amount of share he or she has in that particular company. And every member is entitled his share. And children, his or her share is called, whosoever has the share in the company is called the shareholder. And the capital of the company, children, is known as collectively the share capital. The Companies Act, children, 1956, kindly note it down that the Companies Act 1956 defines a joint stock company as an artificial person created by law. That is, it is a person which is artificial. It is not like you and me. A company is termed as an artificial person having separate legal entity for its owners with perpetual succession and a common seal. That is, a company operates the business in its name. And a company, children, is separate from its members. A shareholder of joint stock company, children, have limited liability by guarantee or shares. Shares of joint stock company, children, are easily transferable. So, till now, children, what we could understand about the meaning of joint stock company, let us recapitulate. We have understood that a joint stock company is an artificial person which is created by law under the Act 1956. It has a separate legal entity, perpetual succession, and a common seal. And the people who invest money into the business, they are known as shareholders, and the total capital, total money is known as the share capital. So, children, we can sum it up that a joint stock company is incorporated associations of persons having separate legal existence, perpetual succession, and a common seal. Its capital is generally divided into shares which are transferable. Now, coming to the key features of joint stock company. The first key feature is separate legal existence. Children, when we talk about separate legal existence, being an artificial person, children, a company has its own legal identity. When we talk about separate legal identity or own legal identity, it means that it is separate from its members. It can own assets. Kindly note it down. A company can own assets or property. First of all, secondly, a company can enter into contracts. It can sue or can be sued. That is, there can be any case against the company, and the company can also put up any case against any customer or any supplier in its own name in the court of law. Because, children, why so? Because it is registered under the Companies Act 1956. Its shareholders cannot be held, children, liable for any conduct of the company. Why? Because it has a separate legal existence which is different from its members. The next point is perpetual succession. When, children, we talk about perpetual succession, A company once formed as long continue to exist as long as it is fulfilling all the conditions prescribed by the law. Children, its existence is not affected by the death, insolvency, or retirement of any of its members. The third point is limited liability. Yes, children. The limited liability of shareholders. Shareholders, children of a joint stock company, are only liable to the extent, kindly note it down, they are only liable to the extent of shares they hold in the company. Not more than that. The liability is limited by guarantee or shares held by them. The next key feature is transferability of shares. Children, when we talk about the transferability of shares, yes, the members of the joint stock company are free to transfer their shares to anyone. Children, the next feature is common seal. Children, as discussed earlier also, being an artificial person, a joint stock company cannot sign any document. Thus, this common seal is the company's representative while dealing with the outsiders. Any document having common seal and the signature of the officers is binding on the company. The next point is separation of ownership and control. Children, when we talk about this, it simply means that members have no right to participate directly in the day-to-day management of the company. They elect their representatives who are called as directors, who manage the company's affairs on behalf of all the members. So, the ownership of the company, children, is distributed among the shareholders while management is in the hands of the board of directors. The next point is voluntary association. Yes, children, when we talk about a joint stock company, it is a voluntary association of certain persons formed to carry out a particular purpose in common. Children, the members of the company can join and leave it at their own free will. The next point is artificial legal person. Yes, children, when we talk about a joint stock company is an artificial person as it does not possess any physical attributes like you and me of the natural person, and it is created by law. Thus, it has a legal entity separate from its members. The next point is corporate finance. Children, when we talk about it, the share capital of the company, children, is divided into large number of shares of small values. So these shares, children, are purchased by large number of persons having different way of living. So they invest into the corporate finance. The next point is statutory regulations and control. Yes, children, the government has a control on the companies through law over the management of the joint stock company. A company, children, is required to comply, to obey with certain legal formalities and to file several documents with the registrar of the companies to operate smoothly. So children, in this video we have discussed about the meaning of joint stock company. We have also discussed about the key features of joint stock company. Kindly go through the video and clear your doubts over the Microsoft Teams in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.